Hello everyone, Ace here, and today we are back with my Let's Play of the German campaign from Empire Earth. So the last mission that we played was the Somme, which is the name of the scenario, but it's actually based around Operation Michael, or the German Spring Offensive of 1918. Which means that our next mission is going to be lightning warfare, which means we are actually going to be starting World War II. So that should be interesting. Let's jump right in, shall we?
German military planners have learned much from the Spanish Civil War. They found that the key to conquering an enemy is to apply overwhelming force with maximum speed. Called the Blitzkrieg, it is now time for German forces to make full use of that lesson. And their first victim will be Poland. Great Britain and France have each announced their intention to fight, but their forces are unproven. The English have repudiated their weak leader, Prime Minister Chamberlain. Perhaps his replacement, Churchill, is made of harder stuff. The French have full confidence in their fortifications, but they will soon understand their folly. The Luftwaffe is ready. The Panzers are ready. The Wehrmacht is ready. Where Germany failed in 1914, it will succeed in 1939.
Awesome. All right. So here is the history here. I am not going to be reading it just to abridge the video as much as possible, but if you wish to read it, and I strongly recommend doing so, feel free to pause the video now and do so. All right. But here's the hints here, and let's go ahead and start the mission, shall we?
Diplomatic sources confirmed today that a non-aggression treaty between Germany and the Soviet Union has been signed. Neither delegation revealed the details of the treaty, but the government of Poland has reportedly petitioned Great Britain and France to renew their commitments to contain German expansion in Europe. In other news, the German Interior Office released new figures today showing dramatic drops in unemployment and increases in the defense budget.
All right, that should be a pretty good hint right there. So let's go ahead and what I'll do is I'll invest points in cost reduction, and that should be a good start for us. So let's see what we can get Air Force-wise. We can get the FW-190 fighter, ME-110 bomber, which is actually more of a heavy fighter than it was a bomber historically, but well. The Heinkel bomber and the ME-262 jet, which is a fighter bomber. I'm going to go ahead and get 10 fighters and 5 bombers.
How can I help right away?
And while we are at it, we'll build a second airfield right here. Now, as far as other stuff, we'll need some snipers, 10 tanks, and while we are at it, 5 artillery pieces.
Ready?
And let's see what else we can do here.
How can I help?
Go ahead and build a...
Right away.
There we go. We're going to go ahead and build a settlement here to gather wood, and now that we've got this, we can get our fighter here leveled up as much as possible. And we'll go ahead and improve the attack stats. Why not? And health. And while we are at it, we're going to go ahead and fly him over Poland here, which will be our first target. We might as well speed things up here, and to see what we can run across. Now the borders, which are right here, you'll be able to actually send planes, of course, over the borders to scout, and I strongly recommend doing so to figure out where their defenses are and all that. However, as you can see, the Polish have World War I era tech still, and also cavalry, if you noticed on the border there. Our main objective is, of course, going to be this capital here, and the way it works is let's get more 109 or 190s built here, and we'll go ahead and do that. And while we are at it, I'm going to want some particularly heavy anti-aircraft defenses, so we'll go ahead and instead of it being simply sets of 4 AA guns, we'll go ahead and up it to 8. That should fix any weaknesses we've got in our AA defenses, at least for now, I think, anyways.
How can I help?
Alright, now the good news is, when we do finally go to war, Poland, when we finally go to war with Poland, Britain will declare war on us, naturally, but France will not. So let's see here. Groups. Group 1. These guys will be Group 3. There is a reason to my madness on this particular mission, and it is because I am going to have another group set up at some point. But that'll be a little bit later on. For now, this will be perfectly adequate. I am kind of worried about a little bit of a gap here in our AA defenses. I'm also worried about a potential gap right over here. I know I just pronounced the word in 2 different ways. Okay, but we'll go ahead and... Tanks are set, good. Alright, so I'll just build another set of AA guns. Actually, I'll go ahead and build them as close to the border with France as possible. That way, when we finally do have to fight the English, the Royal Air Force, as well as the French and later Denmark and Norway, all we have to do is set up a few towers or something, and that should help quell a good part of the problem here. Okay, so it looks like we'll go ahead and set our defenses. The AI could try to sneak around, but I'm not entirely convinced they'll do that. Ooh. We are out of gold, which is unfortunate, but we are going to have 10 bombers, which should be more than enough to go ahead and do should be enough to at least go ahead and do a bombing run on the Polish capital, take it out, and that should be all that she wrote. The fact that these AA guns are fully upgraded should go a long way also to stemming the tide of British bombers that will be coming in. Okay. Now I am going to want to move, make sure that the granary is far enough away from the British planes that they're not too much of a threat. So I'm thinking right here should be perfectly fine. Okay, I think we're about ready once we get our Air Force fully built. With the fighter planes being fully upgraded, they won't be able to shoot at ground targets. They will, however, be fully capable of dishing out a world of pain to enemy aircraft. That's their specialty. They'll do extra damage to enemy aircraft, which is a very big deal when you're talking about this particular mission, because we are going to be seeing a lot of planes, as you can tell. Okay. Go ahead and get this granary fully upgraded. And let's see how close we are. 2 planes left there. Plus another 4 left there. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and still wait until the bombers are fully ready. But otherwise, let's see. This takes food and wood, but it upgrades our wood. So I'll go ahead and do that. Now, their tanks are going to be fully upgraded, the Polish tanks, so that could be a bit of an issue. However, I'd actually go ahead and set these guys to guard mode rather than staying around, because I do have a feeling that the Polish tanks are going to be attacking. Although I could go ahead and upgrade their stats a little bit. Here we go. Yeah, that'll work. So I'll have some god tier tanks by the time we actually roll into Poland there.
Ready? Okay.
Like I said earlier, France is not going to declare war on us immediately once we declare war on Poland. So we shouldn't have to worry about them right now. We will, however, want to set these airfields to a group because I am going to want to have fast control over them, especially later on in this particular mission. Okay, so we've got one more bomber left being made, and we will begin our offensive in earnest. I may also want to set up a few towers there where also I do need to set that up, so we'll go ahead and do that. And while we're at it, yeah, we'll go ahead and build a few towers here just to have a little bit of a defense when we finally go to war again. And let's see if our planes are ready. They are almost ready.
How can I help?
You know what?
Right away.
To speed things up a little bit more, I will go ahead and have these citizens be the ones to advance and build a town center. That should be all we need. Okay, so so steps are as follows. We'll deploy our fighter planes here. Bombers are going to take both gold and iron, so we might as well go ahead and just get them moving. Diplomacy. Let's turn Poland into a...
The Reichstag today
There we go.
confirmed that a state of war exists between Germany and Poland, citing unprovoked attacks by Polish troops along the border as the cause. The Polish government denied the accusations, but the German blitzkrieg has already swept across much of the Polish countryside.
Okay, so we've got our army moving
In
now.
response to unprovoked attacks against her allies in Europe,
Okay.
Great Britain today declared war on Germany. When pressed about the seemingly long odds against victory, Prime Minister Winston Churchill released the following statement. We shall fight on the beaches and in the streets. We shall not surrender one precious inch of England. The
Okay.
Prime Minister went on to say that His Majesty's government would continue to pressure President Roosevelt of the United States for greater American involvement in the conflict.
Ready?
Alright, so we've got that all set. Let's go ahead and build our town center. And hope that... Ooh. So they are trying to shoot down our fighters, but it's not working too well. Yeah, like I said, dedicated fighter planes actually do get a attack buff against other planes,
German troops marched
whereas the fighter bombers
streets of another European
do not.
capital today. The resources gained will surely prove beneficial
Ooh.
to the German High Command.
Let's go ahead and have those fall. Ooh, okay, never mind. We'll go ahead and attack that. Get another sniper trained, and now we can go ahead and start upgrading our bombers. So, attack, yes. Speed, definitely. And might as well go ahead and upgrade their health a little bit more. Oh, we are getting attacked by something else, or not. I don't know. Now the good news is, once we've done this, all we have to do is populate this into a full-on capital to actually gain some more advantages. It'll give us some civ points to play with, which is pretty good news. However, let's go ahead and order our fighter planes back. We'll also, while we're at it, get our snipers fully upgraded, and yeah, that seems to actually be working pretty well so far. Okay, alright, so we'll order these citizens to go ahead and start gathering wood. These guys, on the other hand, build a few towers.
Right away.
And also finish the AA defenses.
Ready.
Now that we've got that settled, let's go ahead and order our tanks to get back here. We're also going to increase the pop cap. There's a few ways to do this. First, there's this research, which will, of course, increase the pop cap that way. It's pretty useful.
Yes, sir.
Or make sure we're getting attacked by something, bombers. And we just lost our citizens, but they lost 3 bombers at least in their little attempt, so that didn't quite work out for them, I don't think. However, we do need more planes, so we'll go ahead
Right away.
and actually build another airfield, but this time it's going to be dedicated to almost exclusively bombers. And also, once this is finished, we'll go ahead and get that. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get this dedicated to building bombers.
Ready.
I need more gold.
Okay.
The German Foreign Office was pleased to announce today the construction of another German capital. The minister went on to say that the German peoples are glad to provide the benefits of the greater German right to a sister nation. Spokesman for the sister nation in question declined to comment.
Yeah. Yeah, how about them benefits, eh? Yeah, no benefits, huh? Didn't think so. Yeah, well. So let's see what kind of points we have to play with. Well, not enough to really do anything with our aircraft, so we'll leave those be.
How can I help?
We will, however, go ahead and build this tower here.
How can I help? Right away.
And these guys are going to be our new bunch of citizens that are going to end up populating another town center, this time with Denmark and Norway. And we do need to hurry a little bit, but let's see.
Ready.
We'll go ahead and actually
We are under attack.
get... Oop.
Okay.
Ready.
Yeah, how's those air raids working out for you, Britain? Although they do now have, apparently, ships here just to annoy me.
How can I help?
We actually might as well just let them take this out, since we're not gaining anything by keeping it there, I guess. Anyways, we can at least go ahead and populate this. We're gonna need the gold if we're gonna have a real shot here, so
Right away.
Under attack.
oh no!
How can I help?
Go ahead and or not populate and die horribly. Good work.
Ready, sir.
How can I help? Okay.
We are under attack.
Right away.
Ready. Okay.
Ah well, we can still work with this. Okay, we'll just... Wow, Britain, that's a lot of planes that you're letting me shoot down there. Hope it was worth it.
Ready, sir.
What?
Awaiting orders. As you command.
We apparently lost a few tanks, unfortunately. Okay, we'll go ahead and get some more tanks then. Now,
How can I help?
Right away.
We are under attack.
ah!
Ready. Okay.
Ready.
Right away. Okay.
Really, guys? Okay, well, we'll let that slide for now. But we will, however, have to rebuild this.
Okay.
Awaiting orders. Ready, sir. As you command.
Also, we'll need another citizen there. Except we're already at pop cap somehow. I must be missing something.
How can I help?
Okay.
Right away. How can I help? Right away.
There we go, that works.
How can I help?
I wonder if there's...
How can I help?
Okay, so it looks like I've only got those 4 free citizens there, unfortunately. We do, however, have... okay. So we'll go ahead and get our fighters to do more scouting. Obviously, I need to improve the stats on these things. And I didn't want to do it, but I might as well. So, okay, so Civ, C. Attack, yep. Because I am sick and tired of them taking out my AA guns. Okay, so this little part of the mission is very simple. All we have to do, I'm deliberately scouting for enemy docks because the Norwegians, Denmark and Norway does actually have a surprisingly powerful navy that we are going to need to deal with. But the way to deal with it is pretty simple. We'll just go ahead and take out the docks first and foremost, and then once that's done, we'll go ahead and then move on to destroying the cap. Oop. Now what?
Right away.
You know, I'm sick and tired of these boats trying to...
How can I help?
So we'll just go ahead and take it out with our artillery. Yeah, how do you like that? Okay, so far so good.
Ready.
Unfortunately,
We are under attack.
I wonder how they're doing that. Well, there goes most of his health. Okay, now that we've gotten that taken care of,
How can I help? Okay.
we're going to need 900 gold in all to get that get our Colosseum built, which is a wonder that will really come in handy here. And the reason it's going to come in handy is because we're going to need it to get the population we need to really get things going. They're still sending this thing out, but it's... Or they're still sending these out, but... Oh dear, that is way more fun than it should be.
How can I help? How can I help?
How many planes have we lose? How many planes have they lost so far? Pretty sure that's most of their air force there getting wrecked. Now we will want this because it increases our citizens' health and all that, and that is really good news. I don't want to be... I think I'm wasting a little bit too much time, but we'll go ahead and build our Colosseum now. And while we are at it, we'll go ahead and get our planes to fly... Our fighter planes to fly over here. Oh, actually, hang on. I forgot. This will be that, and while we are at it, we'll go ahead and order our bombers. Actually, we'll order 3 bombers in to attack each target. This way, once the
Declaration of war was issued today by Germany against the countries of Denmark and Norway. Scandinavian officials refused to comment, but the German Foreign Office issued a press statement citing irreconcilable differences regarding access to the Baltic.
Sir, yes, sir. Yes, Commander. By your command. Sir, yes, Commander.
3,
Yes,
4.
Commander. Sir, yes, Commander. Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, so that's that dock taken out. We'll take out the other one, and that should be all she wrote. We lost more of these AA guns to enemy aircraft, didn't we?
Right away.
Well, they keep spamming them, planes over here, but it doesn't seem to be working too well for them, does it? Because I'm pretty sure that's not worth it in resources. Okay, so we will go ahead and... Ah, we did take out one.
Yes, Commander. Yes, Commander. Yes,
5, 6, 7.
Commander. Sir, yes, sir.
And once that one is taken out, we'll move on to the other one.
How can I help? Right away.
Good. You guys go back to that. You guys go there. As you can see, our pop cap has went from 91 to 104. And the way it works is it actually takes the population or reduces the pop cap of enemy countries and whatnot. So that should actually be excellent news for us.
Right away.
And our AA guns are back up to strength. And it looks like we have indeed wrecked that particular airfield too. Okay.
Yes, Commander. Sir. Yes, Commander.
We'll go ahead and hit this one. And then I'm going to actually order my forces to cover this area. So I do want to hit what's left of their...
Awaiting orders. As you
Okay,
command.
so we've
Yes,
got
sir.
that.
Affirmative.
See, this is the problem right here. This is the Norwegian Navy that we have to deal with. Okay, so we are pretty close to... There we go. And there goes my units because, once again,
Awaiting orders.
Ready.
obviously, this is not enough AA.
Okay.
So I'll build another wave of AA for them to get through. They really must be improving the stats of their health and whatnot to be surviving this. Ooh. We might actually want to go ahead and order these guys to not be...
Ready, sir. And for.
By your command.
And for.
Ah, that's the problem. Okay.
Ready.
We are under attack.
Okay.
Yeah, this should hopefully put an end to those pesky planes that are causing us nothing but trouble. Okay, now...
Under attack. Ready. We are under
Right
attack.
away.
Ready, sir.
Your order. Standing by.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and get our artillery and all that all set, and we will... Ooh.
Awaiting orders. As you command. And for. As you command.
Yes, sir. We are under attack.
Not enough resources. Oh, wood. I forgot all about wood. Okay. Yeah, we need to get more wood. Alright, so we'll move all of our citizens that are gathering food right now and have them gather wood. Simple enough.
Ready, sir.
And of course,
As you command.
And of course the British Navy is still causing us... Oh no, oh no, oh no, no. No you don't.
Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir.
Did we lose another one of our... We did, didn't we? Okay, so let's see what our Air Force looks like. We might as well replenish any losses we suffered. It looks like we lost a fighter. So we'll go ahead and replenish that. Another fighter. Let's go ahead and replenish that. And that is about it looks like. That is good news. Actually, let's go ahead and take care of that pesky airfield. And that is that ship out of action.
Standing by. Affirmative.
The area effect on these just is absolutely fantastic.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Okay, that is that airfield also out of action, which means we can now just spam the place with bombers and ooh.
Standing by. Yes, sir.
Alright, we'll go ahead and replenish our losses for artillery and snipers again. There we go. That should do, and we'll go ahead and start getting some howitzers ready. And the reason for that... Ah, excellent.
Sir? Sir, yes, sir.
Ready.
We are under attack.
Ready.
Okay, we will... Ooh. We are getting hit by planes again. So we'll go ahead and fall back, heal up,
Ready.
and... Okay.
By your command. Yes, Commander. Sir, yes, sir.
So we got 6 planes going in on a bombing run on the capital there. That should take care of it. Let's see. That should get us up to strength on this kind of artillery as well.
Ready, sir.
And the British Navy seems content to just spam us with frigates, which obviously is not going to go well. Okay, now we can now go ahead and bring in our full strength, I think, and that should be pretty good. Also, 5 more bombers, why not? Okay, so this takes iron and wood, so that means we can get a lot of points invested in that. Good, good, and we'll go ahead and improve the speed.
How can I help?
Yeah. How's that Air Force going for you there, Britain? Not too good, is it?
Yes, Commander.
Okay, we'll need to kill this tower and another tower if we really want to get things fixed here. Or bring this war to a quick end. There we go. And once we get these 2 towers done, which, there we go, and
Yes, sir. Standing by.
get the snipers in place and the artillery and howitzers and just watch them just obliterate everything in sight.
Standing by. Sir, yes, sir.
I am going to start investing some points in AA trucks or flak panzers, so we're going to go ahead and get 6 of those. Our bombers do seem to be doing a mean little job. Howitzers actually get improved damage against buildings and whatnot, which is why I'm using them as well. Okay, so all we have to do is kill that, and our citizens should be pretty safe. These guys have the range to get there. Good. Oh, not good, because we'll have to deal with those. Okay. Go ahead and deal with the what few troops are left. Here they are. Oh, that's bad news. Or maybe not, because look at how much... Unfortunately, we did lose one of the citizens, so we'll have to get another one up here real quick.
Ready right away.
And now you go and help populate that. Alright.
Ready, sir. As you command. Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir.
And these guys are going to be Group 2. And their whole purpose is going to be to deal with the enemy aircraft spam, which is going to be coming with France.
Right away.
Okay, so we do have a citizen getting over there. Hopefully, she'll be able to make it safely. Did you really think you were going to get away with that?
How can I help?
German troops marched victoriously through the streets of another European capital today. The resources gained will surely prove beneficial to the German High Command.
Awaiting order.
Alright, so we just defeated that country as well. Now, that leaves us with a few points to play with, population-wise. So we can go ahead and build ourselves 5 more bombers, and that should be all we really need to deal with the French. The way it's going to work is I'm going to see if... okay, so let's see. So it is going to take quite a bit more air power to deal with French airfields, unfortunately, but I think with, say, 15 planes invested per airfield, we can go ahead and take out a good number of them. There's at least 5, if I'm not mistaken. So there's 2 there, and there are 3 more down here, if I remember correctly. So here's 1, here's 2, here is 3. That is their air force. The French do have a very powerful air force, so we do have to be very careful. The good news is once that we... Okay, so we will also need some of these guys to go and become our new population that we'll be using to get another town center and whatnot built at Paris, which is going to be a big deal. So let's see what we've got plane-wise here. We do have... Oh, wait. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, so... I think we might have lost a few planes. It does look like we lost a pair of bombers there. So we'll go ahead and at least get them queued up. We lost a bomber there. We'll get that queued up as well.
How can I help?
And while we are at it, go ahead and populate this. That should get things ready, and as soon as we do, alright. France is not going to be a pushover, though.
Ready, sir. Jet forward. We are under attack. Awaiting orders. As you command.
Even with the making stupid mistakes like that, or even with the British making stupid mistakes like that and constantly just sending their units in against my wall of tanks and AA guns. Well, the British are mostly going to be the AA guns, but alright, so let's see. How close are we to finishing off everything? I'd say we're a good enough state, so let's go ahead and order our fighters to cover the skies above while our bombers go ahead and
Yes, Commander. Sir. Yes,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
By your command.
We will now declare war on France.
Continuing its program of attempting to dominate the European continent, Germany today declared war on the Republic of France and the Benelux countries. French government officials reportedly assured their people that the German advance would be easily halted at the border by the heavily fortified Maginot Line. General Charles de Gaulle was away at the front inspecting defenses and could not be reached for comment.
Okay, so we have wrecked a good portion of their... We just about wrecked this particular one. Right, less than 2,000 health, or less than 1,000, come on. Can we get it to 0? No, apparently not. Okay, we'll go ahead and order our units to fall back.
Awaiting orders. Jet 4. Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Affirmative.
Ready, sir. Jet 4. Ready, sir. Jet 4. Roger. Waiting orders.
Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, Commander. Sir, yes, sir.
Go ahead and attack that.
By your command.
Go ahead and attack that airfield too.
Awaiting orders. As you command. Standing by. Sir, yes, sir. We are under attack.
That airfield's dead.
Sir, by your command. We are under attack.
And that is how you deal with that part of the French Air Force. So now all of their defenses are further back, which means they are not going to have as much support against us as they would like. Okay, we are actually going pretty good, I think. Go ahead and create a town center here, just in case they manage to take out our... Oops, sorry. Hit my mic there by accident. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and now invest in attacking this airfield, which should... Oop.
How can I help? Right away.
There we go. Now we got a town center we can work on.
Awaiting orders.
Alright, so we've got some of the Maginot defenses defeated. That is good news.
Standing by.
Okay, excellent. We'll go ahead and get... Oh,
Roger. Ready, standing by. Affirmative.
excellent work. We'll go ahead and kill this tank factory so they don't spam it any more tanks against us. And... we'll wait until our Air Force is fully ready, and then we'll wreck them again. Excellent. Our citizens are ready. Did we lose more citizens? I think we did. Okay, we'll go ahead and replenish our citizen losses there, and while we are at it, build a hospital. Alright, so we just about got what's left of Go ahead and blast that. Ooh. Time to send in the tanks. And ooh, no. Okay, so that is the French capital dealt with. Oh, nope. Okay, we're gonna have to go ahead and order that in, and while we are at it, also send in the tanks. Okay, I think we are set. We're in the home stretch. All we have to do is populate this into a capital, and we've got it. Or populate it into a town center, and we've got it. And we are almost there. Come on. Done! We did it!
German authorities were pleased to announce today their total hegemony over continental Europe. Parades were arranged in many European capitals, while in Great Britain, Prime Minister Churchill reaffirmed that German victory on the continent would not weaken his nation's resolve to continue the struggle, with or without direct support from the United States.
So let's see how we did. We wrecked all but one of their airfields, which is great news. We deprived them of a good chunk of their factories. They did have a few barracks and tank factories here, but sorry. Otherwise, yeah. Let's see what the British had to play with in terms of Air Force. They had 1, 2, 3, 4 airfields. No, make that 5 airfields. 6, 7 airfields. No wonder we were feeling the pain early on. Okay, so let us see how we did score-wise and all that. Military. Top, obviously. Poor Poland there, but wow, poor France especially. Economy, the Soviet Union got top, which is ironic and hilarious when you think about it. Society, we got top on society, which is ironic and hilarious when you think about it. Alright, so Germany, 463 units killed for 44 lost, 107 buildings razed, 46 destroyed. Okay. We got the largest army size along with Great Britain. Although the British, wow. But they did destroy 24 units. Compare that to the 2 units France managed to destroy and 124 that they lost. Poland actually fared much better than France, which is amusing, but alright. Wonder count, well, obviously. Timeline, let's see. We actually didn't do too bad on time. Actually, we beat it rather quickly from the looks of things here, which is quite nice. Alright, so yeah. Well, this has been Ace. Hope to see you guys again soon. Take care. Ace out.